Ukraine's former Prime Minister Yulia Tymoshenko called on fellow Ukrainians to defend their country. She made the comments Friday in Donetsk during the launch of a nationwide resistance movement aimed at unifying the nation. As pro-Russian sentiment builds in Ukraine's east, protesters in the opposing camp gathered in Kiev. CCTV's Mikhail Bardavid has this report.
The Geneva Agreement calls for the gunmen in eastern Ukraine to leave occupied buildings and squares and disarm. Demonstrators in the east who've been clamoring for autonomy from Kiev have been arguing that the camps in Kiev's Independence Square should be evacuated too. At a news conference in the capital on Friday, Ukrainian Foreign Minister Andrei Deshitsia told reporters that the Geneva deal doesn't apply to the pro-Western activists at the Maidan.
If you take a careful look at the text of this agreement, it is about leaving streets, roads, and squares that are illegally occupied by protesters. As far as I know, Maidan is staying there legally.
In Ukraine's Independence Square, many are still living in tents that fly the Ukrainian flag. Many display photos of victims who died during clashes with police forces. We're here at the Maidan in Kiev, where months of protests led to the ousting of President Viktor Yanukovych. Some people here say they have no intention of leaving until their demands are met. Oleg is a factory worker. His wife lives in the city of Slavyansk, around 650 kilometers from Kiev, in the Donetsk region, where many people favor a federation, a union of semi-autonomous states. Oleg has been part of the Maidan protests for the last 2 months.
The Maidan won't leave until the whole situation in Ukraine changes. Ukraine has to stay united for sure. We have to get Crimea back. Crimea is our territory. We have our people there.
Neither pro-federation demonstrators in eastern Ukraine nor the protesters in western cities like Kiev and Lviv, who favor closer ties to the EU, seem ready to back down. Acting Ukrainian President Alexander Turchinov says the national parliament was ready to, quote, conduct comprehensive constitutional reform, which would strengthen the powers of the regions. This would include making Russian the second official language in 13 out of 27 Ukrainian regions in the south and east. Though the government hoped to diffuse tension with the proposed constitutional changes, the Communist Party and the Party of Regions did not back the agreement, saying the reforms don't go far enough. Mikhail Bardavid, CCTV, Kiev.